SEI, alongside the entire crypto market, has been crashing for the past couple of months, but in this video, I'm going to explain why this scary price action is actually a buying opportunity. I'll talk about why I'm still bullish on SEI, and last but not least, I'll talk about what I expect out of the crypto market in the short to medium term. But before I get into all of that, guys, this is Royalty Crypto, and if you like SEI and other layer 1 blockchains, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get right on into it. So as you can see, SEI has fallen under a $500 million market cap for the first time since late 2023, back when this project was first gaining hype. And we have fallen 75% since the October 10th liquidation event, which of course is very painful to see. And I will never deny the fact that even I personally struggle watching coins like this fall this substantially. But at the end of the day, guys, we have now entered a bearish period in crypto, and historically, people make the most amount of money in crypto during these bearish periods. An example of that is back in 2022, when basically everybody thought crypto was dead. I was personally stacking Bitcoin and top altcoins, and fast forward 2 to 3 years, and they were up substantially from those levels. And I think that now is looking like that same type of situation. Now, of course, it is very possible that these coins could continue to drop, and most of that does depend on Bitcoin. So if $60,000 was actually the bottom for Bitcoin, then it is possible that the bottom could be in for SEI and other top altcoin projects, but at the end of the day, nobody truly knows if that is the case. It is undoubtedly possible that Bitcoin could continue to drop and bottom somewhere between $60,000 to as low as potentially $40,000. So we'll just have to see what ends up taking place in the next couple of weeks. So with that being said, I believe that deploying a dollar cost average strategy in coins like SEI is the best thing you can be doing right now. Now, of course, that is not financial advice, and you need to understand the risks that you are taking buying coins like this, because of course we could continue to drop and go significantly lower from here. Nobody has a crystal ball, nobody can predict that, but I believe that SEI is one of the best projects in the entire crypto space, and I think that given time, this coin will undoubtedly break through its old all-time high at a $3 billion market cap and potentially go much higher. Even if we were just to return to the all-time high that we set back in 2024, you would be 6xing your investment if you are buying at these levels. In my opinion, that's not too bad, and of course that is just if we get back to the all-time high. Another thing that I love about SEI in particular is, although we have been in a very bearish period for crypto, they have been continuing to build, and they basically have bullish news that is announced every single day. As you can see, just earlier today, Toku and SEI have partnered up to release a stablecoin payroll payment system, which allows businesses to pay employees instantly with USDC. And of course, this bypasses traditional banking delays and utilizes SEI's fast settlement capabilities. So in my opinion, guys, SEI is still continuing to build towards the future of finance, regardless of the fact that so many people think that crypto is dead and will become irrelevant within the next couple of years. But of course, if you're subscribed to my channel, you would know that I completely disagree with that take. And even if SEI continues to fall to, say, a $200 million market cap, I will still be bullish on this project. Another thing that is very bullish to see is that SEI is continuing to work on their SIP3 upgrade, and they plan to have this launched by mid-2026. With this upgrade, SEI aims to achieve over 200,000 transactions per second. That, on top of the fact that SEI has one of the fastest transaction speeds in all of crypto, undoubtedly makes this project a very interesting one in terms of potential. This insane capability of being able to settle over 200,000 transactions per second is the reason why so many Web3 gaming developers are switching over to the SEI blockchain, and I expect that to be a very bullish catalyst for this project in the near future. So yeah, guys, I understand that when you look at the chart, it looks like SEI is dead and far too risky to be accumulating at these prices, but in my opinion, I think that this project is still one of the best layer ones in the entire space, and I believe that once euphoria does return to the crypto market, that all of the things that SEI is continuing to build will end up paying off quite nicely in terms of price action. The crypto market is being driven by irrational fear right now, so you can expect to see news-driven pumps in coins like SEI, regardless regardless of the fact that they are continuing to announce these bullish partnerships and upgrades. So if you are getting frustrated with the fact that the price is continuing to drop regardless of all of these things, I urge you to not be frustrated and to understand how these crypto market cycles work. At the end of the day, as long as SEI continues to build towards being one of the best layer 1 blockchains, I believe that this project has the potential to get anywhere between a $20 to $50 billion market cap, which would of course be exponential gains from this level. So with that being said, the last thing I wanted to talk about is how long I expect this irrational fear to last. And guys, in my opinion, and the reason why I did not expect us to fall into a bearish period like this in crypto is because the overall macro outlook is actually not that bad right now. In previous bear markets, it was mostly caused by the fact that the Federal Reserve was raising interest rates and starting quantitative tightening. But at the moment, we are experiencing the complete opposite of that. There's a saying that's been around in finance for quite some time, and it goes, "Don't fight the Fed." So in my opinion, if you're giving up on crypto and risk on assets right now, you are actually going against the Fed. I'm saying that because betting markets predict that we will cut the federal funds rate 2 to 3 times at the very minimum before the end of 2026. Now, a lot of people are unsure about the direction of the Fed because Trump ended up appointing Kevin Warsh to replace Jerome Powell in May of 2026. And of course, a lot of people were hoping that Trump would pick a more dovish Fed chair. But guys, Kevin Warsh is more dovish than most people think. Although in the past he has been against quantitative easing, he is very pro-growth and he is expected to lower the interest rates significantly. And if you guys have been watching what Trump has been saying for the past couple of months, he wants a Fed chair that is willing to cut the federal funds rate to 1 to 2%. So in my opinion, I don't believe that Trump would have selected Kevin Warsh unless he reasonably expects this to happen. So if that is the case, I expect that once Kevin Warsh is officially appointed as Fed chair and he starts to give hopefully dovish Fed conferences, that is when I think a lot of greed and euphoria will return to risk on assets like crypto. So guys, just because a lot of people are following the 4-year halving cycle and think that Bitcoin has to continue to fall until October of this year, I actually think it's very possible that the bottom is in much sooner than that, if not already. One potential date that I think could mark the bottom is the first FOMC meeting once Kevin Warsh is appointed as Fed chair. And you can see that the market is predicting that there is a 50% chance that they will cut the federal funds rate on this meeting, and a 14% chance that they could even cut multiple times on or before this meeting. So yeah, I think it is very possible that the bottom could be in around May of 2026 for crypto. And with that being said, if we actually do cut the federal funds rate as aggressively as Trump wants it to be, it is very possible that we could have a parabolic bull run in late 2026 and actually smash through all-time highs for basically every project in the entire space. So although people are very bearish right now, and the popular opinion is that everybody should short the market because we are going to continue to drop, in reality, that very well might not be the case. And in my opinion, dollar cost averaging at these prices is the best way to approach this current market. But alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I'm actually going out of town tomorrow and I won't be back until Tuesday of next week, so I won't be posting any videos this weekend. But guys, just remember, stay strong, stay bullish, ignore the FUD, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Peace.